Good morning, Grange. Hope you're keeping well and keeping yourself safe. So a lot of us are probably spending a lot more time online than we usually do, myself included. So we thought it'd be a good idea to just go over a few internet safety tips just to remind ourselves of how to keep ourselves safe online. So here goes. So imagine you were walking down the road and a stranger approached you and said, "Hey, what's your name? What's your address? What school do you go to? What's your date of birth? Where are you going?" Would you tell them? No! Well, it's no different online. We keep our private information private. So here are two profiles for Bart Simpson. On the left, we can see he's got lots of information. On the right, we can see he tells us a little bit about what he's into. Which online profile is best and why? Did you say profile number 2? Well done. You got it in one. That is definitely the better profile. In the profile on the left, Bart is giving away way too much information. I know his full name, I know his school, I know his email address. That's way too much information. A profile like the one on the right is much better to share with people that we don't know because we want to keep our private information private and we only share our details with people that we actually know. We also need to remember to keep our passwords secure. Yes, that means we need to keep them secret. We can't share them with our friends. We can't share them with anybody. We should keep them to ourselves. In fact, they should include numbers, letters, symbols, and maybe a capital letter. And they should be something that you will remember, but that others can't guess. We shouldn't use names, and we definitely shouldn't use dates. Names and dates can be easily guessed by those that know us well enough. So we try and keep those private too. We should also try and make sure our passwords have at least 8 characters in them to try and make sure they're super secure, and mix up the letters and numbers. Now, I know we've talked about this before, but just a reminder that every site, or most of the sites that you go on, record your computer's unique IP number. Yes, that's right, they record your computer's unique IP number. That means a lot of what you do online is recorded somewhere. So we need to be aware of our digital footprint. We need to think about what our digital footprint looks like. So thinking about how you use the internet. Do you use it to message friends? Which sites do you visit most often? Do you think carefully about which links you click before you click them? Are you using the internet responsibly? Are you sending any information over the internet? Remember, once you share something on the internet, it's always there. So think carefully about what you choose to share. Now, I'm going to set you a challenge. Can you see the footprint on screen? I would like you to draw your very own footprint. And in your footprint, I want you to write down the sorts of things that you use the internet for mostly. Do you use it to send messages, to go on certain websites? I want you to write down the websites that you use most often, the sorts of things you use it for, because that is your digital footprint. And if you can, take a picture of it or scan it and send it over to your year group email. Okay, we'd love to see them. Make sure your privacy settings are on the highest that they can be. Yes, your privacy settings need to be very high, so not just anyone can access your private information, and make sure you never befriend anyone that you do not know. Parents, a few tips for parents you can find on the NSPCC website, but also there's some coming up on the next video. Just a reminder that for YouTube and for TikTok, minimum age should be 18, unless a child's been given parental permission, at which point a 13-year-old is allowed to go on there with their parents' permission. But the minimum age without parents' permission is 18. So just something to bear in mind. And just to summarize all that we've talked about, remember, don't post any personal information online, like your full name, address, or email address. Think carefully before posting pictures of yourself or any videos of yourself, because once it's online, it'll be there forever. Keep your privacy settings as high as possible. Never give out passwords. Don't befriend people you do not know. Don't meet up with people you've met online. Always speak to your parents or carers about people suggesting that you do. Remember that not everyone online is who they say they are. Think carefully about what you say before you post something online. Respect other people's views, even if you don't agree with them. And if you see something online that makes you feel uncomfortable, unsafe, or worried, anything at all, then leave the website, turn your computer off, and tell a trusted adult immediately. Whilst we're talking about staying safe online, lots of us access the internet via our phone. So remember, if you're having any problems on your phone, if you feel as if you're being bullied or there's something that somebody keeps constantly sending you and it makes you feel uncomfortable or it makes you feel sad, then talk to a trusted adult, whether someone at home, someone at school. Talk to somebody. Never reply to any nasty messages that you receive. Don't reply to a text from someone you do not know. Keep the messages you've been sent so that you can show them to a trusted adult and make a note of the date and time of the messages that you receive. Don't answer calls from withheld numbers. Let it go to voicemail. Block numbers from people who are sending you nasty messages. If you're being bullied repeatedly, your number can always be changed. Speak to an adult. Don't give your mobile number to someone you don't know. Never send pictures to someone you don't know. In fact, I would say anytime you need to send pictures to anyone or anyone asks to send pictures, always speak to an adult, whether it's someone you know or someone you don't know. If the problem is serious, remember you can always report it to the police, cyber mentors or Childline. So that's our online safety tips. Hope you remember them all. Now head on over to our quiz video to see how much you can remember. Bye.